This is Jerod Lakefield, a novel by Don Fensler, Part 19, Disappearing Act. Coach Tryon called timeout. Things were bad. Both as a team and as coaches, we were dying. The whole team was dying. We coaches had nothing to say in this timeout. Exploding in our fucking dainty minds was this. If Jerod Lakefield is going to pull his disappearing act today against Iowa, like he did last game, when we didn't need him, we were going to get fucking basted, hung on a spit, cooked to a crisp, eaten alive, and embalmed, cremated, and pooped out at midnight by Iowa. If Jerod was going to have a day off, we were going to lose by 100 points to Iowa. I looked over at Jerod, and he was as calm as if he had been playing against Torben East. Was he going to score 4 points against Iowa? His fucking calm disconcerted me big time. "What the hell are you guys doing?" I screamed at the players. I meant Jerod Lakefield. What the hell are you doing? He looked at me in his warm, expressionless way. Coach Tryon was screaming, "You're not playing fucking defense, you guys, you fuckers. Your defense is like something I dug up at the sewer dump. You're not fucking passing the ball. What the hell are you doing? Run the plays. Run the goddamn fucking plays." Coach, unlike me, rarely used profanity, so this was rather shocking. But he was obviously mad, and so Tryon had cussed. And at that point, Jerod Lakefield's eyes flashed fire. They flashed fire, and Jerod Lakefield said, "You can calm down, Coach Tryon. Please stay calm. You have to have faith. You've got to get me the ball. This is like the Duke game, but you've got to do better. Tell the players to set the screens and get me the ball and give me time. We are fine." "We're behind 18-3. Fine? What the fuck?" Jerod Lakefield was looking at me and Coach Tryon, but he was talking to everyone. His eyes were flashing fire. Calm, flashing fucking fire. "You have to set the screens," Jerod Lakefield continued. It was like he had taken our coaching jobs and fucking hung them out to dry. You've got to move faster because they are going to get wise fast. You have got to forget yourself, and you have got to give me time to shoot," said Jerod. "I need a 1 second gap, a 2-foot gap, and we will win this game. We will win this game. You coaches have got to have faith in us. You have got to help us." We were silent. It was like our fucking hearts and mouths had been duct taped shut. His eyes were still flashing hot fire, and we were silent. The eyes of Jerod Lakefield did something to us. We were dumbstruck. There were no more plays. There were no more basketball. There was merely fucking getting the ball to Jerod Lakefield. That is the game we played now. Timeout over. And the timeout was over. We had the ball and we passed it around. We got the ball to Jerod at the top of the key, and one of our players swept in to set the screen. It was so fast and smooth, I couldn't believe it. It was one of our players. It took my breath away. And Jerod took the ball, backed up behind the three-point line, and shot, and the ball went in. Then he ran to the baseline as Iowa tried to get the ball in, but Jerod was on him, and he passed the ball in, but it was not a good pass, and one of our guys got it and shot, but missed. Jerod flashed him in his calm, hot fire way, as if to say, "Not to hurt your feelings, but you have no right to shoot. Get me the ball." Iowa got the rebound and pushed the ball down the court fast. They had us 3-on-1. Then something flashed from the back. It was so fast. It was monstrous. Fucking not of the earth. Guess who? Jerod Lakefield had the ball. At one moment, he was flashing fire at our point guard for shooting. And the next moment, Iowa was driving for a sure basket, a wide-open layup against one of our puny guys. And the next moment, Jerod had the ball, was driving the other way. The ball, as if by fucking magic, was in the Iowa player's hands one moment, then in Jerod Lakefield's the next. How did it happen? Jerod was 1 on 3 going the opposite direction. Time to pull up just beyond the half-court line and let our guys catch up. But no, that was not his plan. That was not Jerod Lakefield's plan. Jerod Lakefield crossed the half-court line, went 5 feet further, then 5 feet to his right, and he was wide open from 40 feet, and he shot. It was crazy. What was his hurry? At first you thought, the dummy thinks the shot clock is about to go off. But that would be wrong, because Jerod Lakefield would not make a mistake like that. But he was in no hurry. It was calm. He was calm. It was chaotic in that arena from the top of the stand to the middle of the court. It was noisy and confusing. Only there were his eyes of calm, the eye of calm, Jerod Lakefield. The ball he shot was arching up. It was so high, it would not come down. It not only seemed to scrape the roof, but the chinny chin of St. Peter himself. Why did he choose to shoot his shot? It was still arching up. Why did he choose to shoot this shot? It was still arching up so high. Then it arched over and started to fall. In the Bedlam, the ball was quiet, almost balloon-like. It floated down and exploded. It actually seemed that sparks flew off the back rim and went downward into the basket. The quiet was done and the thundering lightning took over. I can't tell you how the ball hit the rim, except to say it made the world go from silence and calm to explosion and bedlam, the most astonishing fireworks play in history. It was not human of this earth, that shot. What was happening? We were fucking dumbfounded. We could not move. An Iowa player grabbed the ball, but he was so fucking dumbfounded and unable to pass the ball with any force. He tossed it right to Jerod Lakefield. The Iowa player was in a trance and knew not what he was doing. He tossed the ball into Jerod's hands, and Jerod put the ball up for 2 more points. 8 points in merely 10 seconds. It was mystical, yet comical, yet mystical. My head was in a fucking fog. That fog you get when you see something you not only have seen before, but never imagined it before. Something you have never not only seen before, but never imagined before. We, the crowd watching, the players, the coaches, all of us were in the same state as the Iowa player, dumbfounded, wanting events to slow down and yet wanting events to move forward too. Suddenly the Iowa coach woke up. He was one of the dumbfounded, but now he woke up and he called timeout. End of part 19.